on the Pacers. So we got 9 more games before we end the February mark. But yeah, man, just trying to grind every day to get this game done. I'll be playing this game for the first time. It's kind of challenging and stuff, and you can't upgrade your player because you got to save your VC at first. So I'm trying to do that. But yeah, man, I've been having a good time. This is the first experience I ever had with all the 2Ks, and I'm grateful to have these games.
For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And Shaq, we're coming up to the halfway point of the season. Some teams finally getting into a groove after a somewhat shaky start.
Yeah, every year is different. Sometimes it takes a little longer to figure out. But what's most important is get hot at the right time.
Oh, that's right. I agree with that. And you have to have a lot of experience on your team. And those guys know how to pace themselves. And you can just kind of relax. Quality veterans won't allow the season to be a sprint. It's a marathon.
Tip-off coming up shortly. It's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town for this one. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Top storyline, Jeff Teague injured. He will not miss it back.
Yeah, and Kevin, you could tell when he went down in that last game, it just didn't look good. And now that news just kind of confirms our worst fears. He's going to have to watch from the sideline. And really, the timetable still in doubt.
So Detroit will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Detroit. On the wings, Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. Andre Drummond is out there, John Woo. And it's Jackson at the 1. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Here's Ellis. Can't hit that one. And the Pistons took it the other way. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Screen by Young. Jefferson kicks to Miles. 6 on the shot clock. It's Drummond with the rebound. On defense, Indiana. 4-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And Kevin, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Here's Young. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. It's up a 3. Here's Jefferson, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance him out for a 3-point play.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Indiana shooting their first free throw of the night.
Already on heard y'all's recommendation. Y'all said try spring. I was like, I got the perfect grill time to do it. I threw it on there. Like, let me see if it's gonna work its magic. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I'm not on the burn spot. I'm like the semi-burn spot. It did it. I feel like you need a
On
lot
the free
of spray
throw,
to be
no
able to
good.
do it.
And the Pacers going with the smaller lineup too, but they've remained an elite team defensively. Guys, how have they done?
Well, not so much about their shot blocking and rim protecting as it was in the past. More about their perimeter defense. One of the best in the league at forcing turnovers and defending the three-point shot. Ironically, despite all the pressure they apply, they do a good job of keeping the ball in front most times.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Here's Drummond. And drops the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Now here's Brooks. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. They game back. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
No good on that one. Ben Robinson, the third, is checked in for C.J. Miles. And he can't hit the second. Pacers trail by 8. Brooks outside to the paint. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second play. Indiana making some changes. First checked in for Jefferson. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. And Joseph Young subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Detroit also making some changes. Young's checked in for Contavious Caldwell Pope. And Harris subbed in for Jackson. Now here is Harris. Young outside. Tries a three. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Towards the ring. Moves back and forth. He'll try to waste enough time there. Rounds around the loading bank. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than that. Let's keep squeezing that orange juice.
Do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Caught up with head coach Nate McMillan. David.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. They told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Another baby. Oh, it's my turn. You took me off. Take me out to dinner.
Another baby.
Another baby is crazy.
I just love it.
Take me out to dinner.
Another baby.
Take me out to dinner.
Another baby.
Take me out to dinner.
Evans, he's checked in for Indiana. Then for the Pistons, Marjanovic checked in for Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Lure. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Tobias Harris. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. To the paint. Off the run. No good. Shot missing. And it's Detroit the other way. Here's Johnson. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
1:37 left to play in the first. Young outside. Robinson up top. Fires the three. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pistons leading by 13. Johnson, the pass to Young. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
For Detroit, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Harris misses. Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. It's stolen by Harris. Down low, here's Young. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And don't you just love the physicality of Young, making the D get up into him on these shots?
For Detroit, they have been unsuccessful at the line so far, 0-3, and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And so Young nails them both.
And Young is easy to root for, guys. Went to a good college, but has really exceeded all expectations.
Stuckey kicks to Turner. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Harris against Young. Harris kicks to Young. Knocked away. It's taken away by Stuckey. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Trying to get back on track. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
From downtown. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Pistons ahead, up by 15. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Bro, how did you cheated? I'm not cheating. I don't know. You just love cheating sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
We'll talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong. You know, still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my older brother built into me when I was little.
It ain't feeling me.
And that kind of relentless determination is something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he's been around for a decade in the NBA as a consistently good player.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Young and Turner up front. Ellis is out there with Brooks, and it's Miles in the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Harris. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Harris has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Detroit. Ellis on top, defended by Young. Ellis kicks to Brooks. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They got their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And that one falls for Brooks. The Pacers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Brewer comes in for Young, and Smith subbed in for Harris. Both shots good from the stripe. Detroit leading by 15. Smith kicks to Harris. Pass to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And that one hits that iron. Here's Ellis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And, you know, Ellis has kind of a herky-jerky, shifty nature to his game, and I think that benefits him in drawing fouls. Two shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Monte Ellis, hard to believe he's got over a decade in the league already. Right out of high school, back in the mid-2000s. This guy is an outstanding scorer, driver, and surprisingly good as a playmaker, too. If you let him get to his right hand, you're in a real trouble.
He hits the second from the line. And Ellis always aggressive looking to score. He's instant offense, guys.
Yeah, he's high-octane offense, one of the best in the league at getting into the middle of the defense and making good things happen for his team.
The shot's good from Smith.
Really nice decision by Smith to go up with the floating jumper there. Boy, he's got excellent timing when it comes to the release of that particular shot.
Now here's Brooks. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's a 13-point game. There's a screen. He dishes it to Drummond. And it goes down 2 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
A screen by Jefferson. It's Brooks on the wing. We're covering. Just 5 on the clock. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Detroit leading by 15. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's Drummond. And Detroit again with the bucket.
He just punishes you on the backcourt. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
Well, their internet connection just got clogged up. They look fully flat and bogged down. He's the one guy you can't forget about boxing out in that situation.
Smith kicks to Luke. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Yeah. And it's Brewer with the rebound. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Caldwell Pope outside. Smith on the wing. Here's Trey. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Pistons have hit just 2 free throws and 5 attempts.
I like the straight on the back. I can just let God do its thing. And it's not perfect by any means. Not perfect at all. There's a couple times where I have to take over myself. But it's pretty dang good. 2 shots. It truly is a hands-free experience. Because I got hands, as you can see, and I don't have to touch the wheel or anything. But I will get some slaps.
And he makes the first. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And a different look here for the Pistons. Marcus Morris is checked in for John Lure. Stanley Johnson comes in for Harris. Levins checked in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jackson in for Smith. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pacers trail by 18. Robinson for three, and the three ball is good. Robinson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Drummond, and he finishes nicely on the way. Drummond's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And Drummond with the jam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Johnson. The Pacers pull it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Indiana again. Listen, Pistons lead by 19 points. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson the screen. Morris kicks to Drummond. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defensive pass, Drummond's got 13.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Stuckey with it. Turner with the screen. From deep three-point range, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Pistons ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Stan Van Gundy. Coach, a very good first half for you guys. How do you assess the game so far?
Our energy was good, our ball movement was good, and it always looks good if the ball goes in and guys are making shots.
That's the name of the game, right, Coach? Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Good work, guys. Bring it in. Have a seat. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Do not let up, gentlemen. Play with the same enthusiasm. Let's get this W.
Louis V sneakers. No Louis V sneakers. And Louis V sneakers. No Louis V sneakers. Let's get it. Take your time.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there's a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
Unbelievable.
Bless you.
The way he dominated that offensive glass in those first two quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. John Lure's out there with Harris, and it's Drummond in at the 5. Jackson, that's good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Screen by Young. And here's Brooks. 5 points in the game. This is to Miles. Off the pin. Detroit with the rebound. Lure's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong. On the glass.
The Pistons have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Drummond. A challenging stretch here for Indiana. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Brooks dishes to Miles. Screen by Ellis. And Miles kicks to Ellis. That doesn't go either for Ellis.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Older.
Well, guys, all of us saw Paul George's compound fracture playing for Team USA. It was one of the most devastating on-court injuries we've seen. But he's back now, and he says it put everything in perspective. This game can be gone at any second. I've got to enjoy this ride, enjoy this journey. I'm much more happy. I just see things in a different light now. Kevin?
Yep, great to have him back in action, D.A. Thank you. And it's Drummond missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 and down.
And at 6'7", 6'8", Thaddeus Young, definitely more a small ball power forward, but that seems to be the way the league is going these days.
Yeah, it is, and in spite of his ability to fit into that small ball mantra, he can get overpowered inside by the bigger forwards. He's quick off the dribble, an excellent left-handed slasher. He's capable of putting big numbers on the board when he gets it going.
Here's Brooks. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. An offensive rebound. Plays up and picks it in. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, those are the plays where you really see Young's quickness off the floor. He's got a great, quick second jump, which leads to second chance scores.
Now here's Drummond. 15 points in the game. Passes it to Harris. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Pulls it up. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's on Al Jefferson. Pistons have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Been a solid outing for Drummond. He's got 10 rebounds and a steal.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And a different look here for the Pistons. Marjanovic checked in for Lure. Johnson comes in for Tobias Harris. Young's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Harris subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Stuckey. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Young against Harris. He feeds it to Drummond. Young in the corner. Drummond sets the screen for Young. Here's Harris. And the shot no good, a bit short. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The feed to Young. shoots the three, and he knocks it down. Good-looking three there from Harris. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Pistons have had an off night for the Scrub tonight. That free throw missing. Marcus Morris has checked in for Johnson. And he's good on the second. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Stuckey outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And here's Young from the arc. Offensive rebound. Here is Stuckey. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. With 4 seconds on the clock, that shot no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Detroit running away with this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. They've got Young. He's out there with Robinson. Christmas out there with Jeremy Evans. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Morris kicks to Harris. Young outside. Just 5 to shoot. The shot will not fall. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Evans passes to Young. Feeds to Robinson. The dish to Young. Covered by Morris. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Harris, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Harris has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pistons. Outside Robinson, kicks to Evans, pass to Young. To the middle. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now, here's Levens. From 10 feet out, and Detroit again with the bucket.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Now the pass to Christmas. Back to Young. He kicks to Robinson. Pass to Christmas. And it's Evans in the corner. Outside Robinson. And stolen by Levens. And here we go. Fast break. Levens has got it. Morris with the bucket.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized. All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Levens dishes to Harris. Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pass now here in the fourth. The basket drops. He gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Young. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Evans. Here's Christmas, guarded by Marjanovic. Evans kicks to Christmas. Pass it to Evans. 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run. And the shot is long. The Pistons have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Harris passes to Morris. He dishes it to Young. Evans with it. Evans picks him up. Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And here's Indiana. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Brooks. Again, the miss by Brooks. Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Levens kicks to Harris. He feeds it to Morris. Harris against Brooks. And that one is off. So Indiana will take it the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And once again, they're going to come out on top in this series. 3 straight victories in as many games on the season against this team. They've done a great job of just playing their best when it mattered most against the Pacers. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Drummond. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Now, here is Young. And it's Marjanovic on top of the key. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Evans against Johnson. Evans kicks to Christmas. Tries to snap the cold streak. And, yep, finally drops it, rolling around the rim.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Harris dishes to Young. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Alright, guys, on our next episode, we'll be going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 more games before we reach the end of February. Trying to get this done as possible. Give me like 4 to 5 weeks and I'll be done with the whole game. But yeah, man. So we got like 8 more games basically. But yeah, man, our next episode we'll be going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. We just gotta keep going and going and going and going until we reach the playoffs. Now once we reach the playoffs it'll be good, but I gotta charge my phone, so I gotta get it on my other phone. I got 2 phones right now. I use both of them for recording if I need one for the emergency. I got a Motorola G. That's the important one that I basically have, and you know, only use that for emergencies. Like with this phone, my TCL phone go dead and I can't really record the full footage, I'll go for backup to my Moto G. And when I have the Moto G, the battery life is really good on the Moto G, so I just recorded off that phone too. But yeah, man, I'm trying to like at least get done with February and March, so we can go to April. So we gotta get through those steps, and then once we get through them steps and we be done with it, then we gotta go through April, and then after April, then we gotta go through the playoffs. But yeah, man, I've been enjoying this series. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Trying to post on every day, every week when I have free time. I catch you guys in